guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my weekly whips update where I share with you all the crochet projects that I have worked on in the past week, and it's been another exciting week. So if you all have watched my previous weekly whips update, you will see that I bought this book off Amazon. It's called Kawaii Crochet, and there are 40 amigurumi patterns in here, and they're really cute. I just love the kawaii style, and I just love that she did mainly food and stuff like that. I just think that's really cute. So that has taken up most of my week. One of the things that keeps me motivated to crochet regularly is trying out new techniques or more challenging stitches, or just different types of crochet that challenge me. And so the only amigurumi pattern I have ever done was some Easter eggs that I did for my neighbor a few months ago. So amigurumi is still really new to me, but I have really enjoyed it so far. And so my kids have already taken what I've made and play with them, so I'm sure that they will probably get messed up, which makes me sad, but at the same time I'm so happy that they love them. But I do have them here to show you, and I did make a couple shorts, YouTube shorts, about these just because they're so cute. And here's the first one I made. So this is the apple. It's really cute. And the only thing with this that I messed up on is I wasn't sure yet how to make the mouth properly, and I pulled it too tight, and it looks fine from the front, but if you look at it from the side, it's a little bit messed up, but it's still really cute. It was really fun to make. And I'm still kind of experimenting with how much fiber fill I need to put in these, because you don't want to put too much, but you don't want to put too little. And so I feel like I probably could have put a little bit more in here, but this was really fun to make. The funny thing is, when I first started making this, it didn't look like it was going to come out looking like this. It was interesting. It had sort of like the top of it was sticking up, and I was like, this is not going to be an apple shape. But it's intentional, because whenever you finish it up, you end up pulling down, and it pulls the part that was sticking up down. I don't know, that probably doesn't make sense at all, but it creates that dip there, like apples have. So it was for a purpose, and it turned out good. My younger son, Liam, calls this his best buddy now. So he loves it. And then my older son really wanted me to make this banana, and this one is really cute as well. And this one was really fun to make. As you can see, he's played with this already so much that it is like already getting all fuzzy. But it's just so fun. It's cute because you can also put the little peel up, and it was fun. It was really fun to make, and you know, they're simple patterns, but it's still a challenge for me working with a smaller hook and getting really tight stitches that are uniform. And you know, I've never worked with safety eyes before, so that's fun to add those into projects. And yeah, it's a really fun, cute project that works up pretty quickly. And so yeah, I'm really excited to make more of these. And I also, if I can find it, here we go. I made a little toast. So I didn't realize, I wasn't paying attention, but you were supposed to make 2 of these, sew them together, and put fiber fill in between, or polyfill in between, so you know it'd be a little squishy. And then you add jelly with a little face on top. And I wasn't paying attention to making 2, I don't know why. So I used this cotton yarn, and I ran out of it, so I can't make another one. So I decided I'm just going to make this be a coaster, and I am going to add the jelly to it with this pink color, and I'll show you guys what that is will be similar to here. It's supposed to be like this one. So it'll look similar to that, but I'm going to do pink jelly. And then I am going to make it as the pattern called and do 2 and, you know, stuff them and sew them together with the purple. Ooh. With the purple, I'm going to use these. So she recommended using cotton yarn, but I love cotton yarn, and I do have quite a bit, but I don't have a lot of the colors or enough of the colors that she uses for some of these patterns. So I'm just using regular acrylic, and I did that for these as well, and they turned out good. So yeah, excited about that one. Okay, and then the next thing that has taken up a lot of my week has been the blanket that I'm making for Liam, my 4-year-old, and it is out of the Forever Fleece Finer yarn, and here's where it's at so far. This is a mesh stitch C2C blanket, so corner to corner. It's by Daisy Farm Crafts, and I will link it below, and I just love this so much. And I mentioned this in my last video where I showed this, but I really enjoy doing the corner to corner style with this mesh with this mesh stitch. For some reason, mesh stitch is hard for me to say. It's like a tongue twister for me. But I really enjoy that stitch more than the regular corner to corner stitch that makes the little blocks. I don't know why, but I just prefer this, and I find it to be much quicker, and it doesn't leave as big of holes. So I love this, and will definitely make more mesh stitch corner to corner blankets in the future. So I'm really excited about that. He's really excited about that. He picked out the colors that I'm using, and then I also had I had some other Forever Fleece Finer yarns that were more girly colors that that I really wanted to use. I would say the Forever Fleece Finer is definitely one of my favorite yarns I've ever used. I love it. It's so soft. It's so easy to work with. It glides over your hook, and you may want to check out at Michael's. I heard that they may still have some at some Michael's. The stock is probably severely limited because they're trying to sell out of it, but I heard that they are about 2 weeks ago when I was there, they did have them for about $3, but they may be even lower now. They may be even like $2. I got them for $4.99, which I thought was a great deal. So if you get them for 2 or 3, that's amazing. You should definitely go check out your Michael's and see if there is some left. But I had some pinks and some yellows that I wasn't for sure what I wanted to do with, and so I thought, well, I'll just start another C2C mesh stitch blanket. But then as I was making it, here it is right here, so it's got that same lime green and then pink and the light pink, the darker pink and yellow. And then I thought, you know, I have an extra pillow form. If you had watched some of my older Weekly Whips videos, I have a mosaic pillowcase that I'm making, and I bought a 2-pack of pillow forms off Amazon, but I'm only making one of the mosaic pillowcases, so I have an extra pillow form, and I thought this would make an awesome pillow. And I only have 4 skeins. I have 1 skein of each color, and I have less of the green. It's less than 1 skein. So I did kind of uneven striping. I believe it was 8 rows of this light pink and 3 rows of the green. I think it was 6 rows of this and 4 rows of yellow. So I used less of this green, so hopefully I won't run out. But since I don't have a whole lot of this left, I wouldn't be able to make a very big blanket. So I think a pillowcase would be great. It's super soft, and yeah, I think that'd be awesome. The only thing, if y'all have any suggestions for me, now the fleece is washable, but if I sew this onto the pillow, I would be nervous to wash the whole pillow, you know? So is there a way that I can make this to where it can come off and I can wash this separate from the pillow? I'm sure there is. I probably sound silly asking that question, but I just can't think of a way that would, you know, look. I've thought of buttons, like making a little flap, folding it over and putting buttons so I could unbutton it, but I don't know if I really want to add buttons to this project. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. I would love to be able to take this off the pillow and wash it when needed, so that we could actually use the pillow and it wouldn't have to be just decoration. Okay, and then I think I only have one last thing to show you guys, and that is my latest scrap can. So you can see back here my first scrap can that I ever made, and I have a video tutorial on this that I will link below if you're interested in learning how to make it. And I am currently making another scrap can. I'm doing this one a little bit differently. With this one, I held one strand of white throughout the whole entire blanket, and I did alternating rows. So I did, you know, 2 rows of a color and then 1 row, 2. It was alternating 2, 1, 2, 1, if that makes sense. With this one, I'm not holding a strand of white throughout. I'm holding 2 different strands throughout the whole thing, and I'm making up yarn cakes with my yarn winder, and it's been really fun. This one is even more colorful than this one, and here it is right here. I'm all tangled up as usual. This is how far I've gotten on it. Now, I didn't work too much on this week, but I did want to show this to you guys since I wasn't able to show it to you last week. But here is this. Let me try to stand up. Hopefully you guys could see most of that, but it is really wide. I'm making it about as big as this one, which this one fits across my queen size bed and is pretty much the length of the bed. So this one will be giant as well, and I'm really loving this so far. It's so super colorful, and it's just really fun to make scrap cans if you've never made one before. The way I make mine is all half double crochets. I use an 8mm hook, and it flies by. I mean, you can watch a movie while you're doing this. You don't even really have to look down at your work, and so it works up a lot quicker than you'd think it does. And it's something that whenever you just don't want to have to look at a pattern, don't want to use your brain too much, and just want something mindless that you can relax and do while watching TV or something, it's perfect. So I definitely recommend you should check that out, and again, I will link that video below so that you guys can check that one out if you'd like to. And I guess that is all for this week. I have some fun videos coming up for you guys. I'm taking part in a Christmas in July video series that my friend Shannon Talks Yarn is doing, and also It's Time for Yarn and Leah Crochets. They both did videos to add to this Christmas in July playlist that Shannon Talks Yarn has put together, and so I plan to hopefully early next week put my Christmas in July video out. I have some ideas for that, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. And I also am doing another special collab with Shannon Talks Yarn, and it's going to be a super fun one, so definitely stay tuned for that. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed seeing what I've worked on this past week. I would love to know what you're working on. Let me know in the comments below, and definitely let me know any tips you have for that pillowcase where I can remove it and wash it. And I hope you guys have had an amazing week. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I know that I have definitely got to talk with some other YouTube creators, my other yarn people out there, and it has been amazing to make some connections and really get invested in this community. And I'm really excited for the future and what this channel holds for me and for all of my crochet friends. And I hope you guys will stay tuned and subscribe so that you don't miss those future fun videos. And please like this video if you liked this video. So it really helps me a lot. So I appreciate all of your support. It has been so fun to watch my channel grow over the last several months, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you guys. So with all that being said, may God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!